So today I want to quickly share a quick story of mine of the beginning when I started my real first sales agency slash marketing agency. It was like 3 years ago, and I was cold calling every day to set appointments, right? I found that what someone told me that was physical appointments worked the best. So I went to a bike shop. I set an appointment with him, and I went there for like 2.5 hours with the bus, trains, and everything. It was fucked up. A very long road, and it was a very rainy day, so I came by and it was very rainy and I was very wet. And eventually I came in the store, and that guy was like not even knowing that I was there. I needed to wait like for 1 hour to wait for him when he was done with shit with his bikes. He forgot my appointment, right? So I was sitting there waiting like a fucking bitch, and I remember that he was not interested at all, right? It was like a 15-minute talk. It was like, what are you doing in us? Well, we set an appointment with each other. I pitched him for 15 minutes, and then I was like walking out of the door. No clothes, of course. And I needed to wait for 1 hour till my bus came by. And it was raining all day. I was very wet, and I've seen all these expensive cars driving by. And I was thinking, like, one fucking day I will enjoy the moment that I have today. So I was standing there and screaming to God. I enjoyed the moment. I really felt the pain, the struggle, and not closing deals. I spent all my money on fucking train tickets, and it was the fucking worst struggle of all time, but I fucking loved it. I loved the fucking grind of having no money and having no car to drive to appointments or all these things, and you don't have authority at the beginning of your business, right? Now clients look up to me, right? Sometimes because I have a track record, right? Yeah, and I didn't have that at that time. And I remembered lately, like, this is the fucking dream. This is my dream of literally waking up 5 a.m., doing outreach 100 a day, doing 200 cold calls a day. Just do that even if you don't feel like doing that. And that's for me the dream. And it is not like driving the expensive car or going and having a villa and traveling all the time. It's like the grind and doing things that you don't want to do in order to get that success. And now I feel that pain again, right? Because I start the agency again, right? And we have setters, but I also set appointments by myself because I want to know how the process works, you know? If I have people that are working for me doing things and I don't know, I'm not sure if they're working, then I'm not gonna do that, right? But the moral of the story is like the why is so important in this scenario, in starting a new business, starting a new agency. And I found that if you are focused on just the things that you don't want to do, but it needs to be done, outreach, cold calling, waking up early, all these things that you know is necessary, then you need a very big why, right? And my why was always to retire my family and the standard why, but it was very important for me. But eventually I came to the conclusion that I need more than that. Because what happens if you have the same why, right? You want to retire your mom or dad, or doesn't matter. What happens if your parents will die tomorrow in a plane crash? You have nothing. Is your why gone then? No. You need a why that is so powerful that can never die and is just connected with you, right? So if your parents die, it doesn't matter because you have yourself. And you have to train your mind and your mental toughness so hard that if the fucking phone call rings in the night of that your fucking parents died, you need to be prepared for that. And how I do that is like, I will do affirmations in the morning, but I also run sometimes very long with motivational speeches in the rain. And I fucking run because I want to train my mind and my mental toughness to make sure what happens in this world, I can handle that. You know, my mindset is so strong that I can handle it. And I always told myself, and I told my friends about that, and I think it's very important. So also in this business, and that's why I want to share that quickly, is that you need to train your mental toughness. You need to train your mind, and you need to figure out what your actual why is. And you need to write it down, right? And write it down, hang it up, see that every day, and make sure it's bigger than just for other people, because eventually you need to do things for yourself in order to eventually help these people, right? If I have achieved my goals, then I give to people, because you can't take care of people if you don't take care of yourself. And that's what I learned, and that's the story of that little appointment that I set. And what I really think that's very important to maybe do next steps in your business is to make sure you have one day and you fill that physical appointments. So let's say you book 3 to 4 calls, and on a Friday you go there with a car or train, it doesn't matter, and you go there and your closing rate is at least up to 50%. And what you do, you close 2 clients in one day, so you make around 1K to 2K profit passively with this business, and you're going into the weekend, or maybe you don't have a weekend, but that feeling, that is so amazing. Because 3 years ago I closed always like that, and now last week I closed a client of $1,500 a month for a contract, and that's like 700 passive, and it was a physical appointment, and I really love that, because maybe you should do that too. 3 to 4 appointments in one day, maybe a Friday or a Saturday, it doesn't matter. And you're going to close them physically. And you're going to see that you maybe love it or maybe not, but you got to persevere in that. You got to have perseverance to eventually get to 100K with this business. So I'm very curious if you guys are doing that too. So have a great day and good luck next week.